Wins are hard to come by in a college football season, and they should be cherished and prized, particularly when you get win number 6 and become bowl eligible. Welcome, everyone, to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see, the winners of 5 straight, the Florida Gators, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Gamecocks will put total effort to crank us up. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Power football with the run. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They go to the ground. Shakes off the defender. They get him on the ground at the 36 after a pickup of 5. Mr. Two-Bits would be proud the Gators standing up and hollering for a first down.
How does that cheer go?
Well, first you have to have the yellow shirt and the striped tie and go 2 bits, 4 bits, 6 bits, $1, all for the Gators. Stand up and holler. Finds a little space. He's loose. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a first down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend, because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Back to pass. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. He's going to run it. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack of just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
They'll leave it with him. Thrust that arm out. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
I'll tell you what, you want to quiet this crowd down. You want to do something demoralizing to your opponent. Establish the run game early on offense.
Give to the running back. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to fire on 2nd down. They'll run the screen. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And again, he gets nothing. This defense is not giving up anything on the goal line. Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. The snap sets up the throw. Touchdown, Florida! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculate it down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on 3rd down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup. Accurate throw, and they get paid.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield on first down. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
That really good job by the defense. They got to understand that boy can fly. So when he gets outside the pocket, I got to make sure I'm ready to go get him. You could tell he was still being a passer. He wanted to throw the football. Nice job closing under control, getting a hit on the quarterback, and affecting the throw.
They'll try the run. At the 35, he stumps. And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that first down.
When the running back gets going and gets a head of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Looking to throw on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He makes the catch inside the 25. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
I love when you back the defense off. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
Leaves it with the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Got his man quickly. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. And the Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry-up. A first down run on the doorstep. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Extra point here will tie the game.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll leave it with the lone back. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Wants to go up top. Going over the top. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on third down here. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Peters. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The Gators are rolling down the field. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. The lone back's got it. Picks up the first down. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
That's a really good-looking run. I tell you, it's not easy to start at the running back position for the Florida Gators. When you think of where they can recruit in the state of Florida and really nationally, they've got a lot of the best around the country in high school wanting to come play here. So it says a lot if you're RB1 in this offense, but this dude shows you why. Speed and playmaking ability all day long.
And there is nowhere to run. They were eager and ready for him this time around.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you've just got to take off and get it.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
Well, look at this. 4th down and 1.5 miles, and the offense is still on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll take the deep shot. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Gets it out fast. Breaks into the open. Oh, what a cut. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Texas State has the lead right now. San Marcos has been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 13 over Southern Miss. Obviously, big implications here in the Sun Belt, and as this one plays out, we'll keep you posted.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. to the ground with the back. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Steps away. Finds some fresh air. He's past the 30. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. And the Gators racing to the line in a hurry-up.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. The Gators now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They've been running it, but now the pass. How about that play to get a hand in there to force the incompletion?
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on 3rd down. Release to the back. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
4th down and 13, and the offense is going to give it a shot. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's going to fire deep. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up.
And I don't know how to explain that one. 4th down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
They'll move the wide receiver. On the run, it's Mayo. Got enough for the first. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, South Carolina. Effective offense, leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, get clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. The give to the tailback.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games.
Turning it on! And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. The Gators with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on second down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. At the 40, there he goes. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. They'll try to pop the draw. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. And the Gators want to crank the tempo. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Grab near the marker. It's straight. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. Wants to go up top on first down. He'll try to do it himself. Breaks the tackle. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28.
And because of the success that this quarterback has had early in this game running the football, if I'm the coordinator calling plays, I'm dialing up his number more. Design runs, and also telling him on the sidelines, hey, listen, remember, if it's not open, take off. Just go get it yourself. They don't have an answer for you right now, and this is a big key for us to win this game.
How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. To the air on first down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Unloads to the wideout. Trying to find the end zone. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home.
What a phenomenal individual effort to getting the catch, getting the foot down in bounds. He's now setting up his offense here for a potential touchdown on this very next play.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
You have to understand at home, it's really hard for a head coach to kick a field goal at this juncture after such a long drive. So many first downs. You've gotten right down to the doorstep. 4th down, you want to be able to pay this thing off. And
touchdown, Gators! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that was great execution on that drive. That is exactly what you needed. You took almost all of the time, and you cut into this lead. Now you're about to go into the half, get everybody excited, use that momentum to start the second half.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
Timeout, South Carolina.
Barring a penalty, this will be the final play of the first half on 1st and 10. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's going to throw deep right side. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is...
He's going for a big play downfield. He's got it! And he will score! Touchdown Gamecocks!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he made the extra point without problem. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Interesting matchup this week in the Big 12 today. In fact, they're all interesting this season. Oklahoma State is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Pistol Pete isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 4 over UCF. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else in college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. On 30 short, the run, and looking for the first down. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. Forced out of the pocket. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
Nice job by the defense there. You talk about when you have your foot on the neck of your opponent, you just keep the pressure down, right? You don't take it off. And with that opportunity, a 4th down in their opponent's territory, you get the stop. You now get an opportunity here in the second half to build on your 2-possession lead.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Got his man downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
The Gamecocks are threatening on 1st and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Going for the goal line. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And they take it in for 6 more points. They are seizing control control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Pocket breaking down. There he goes. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
A big key for this offense coming into this game was getting this quarterback going, running the football. And with that last scramble, he's now over 100 yards rushing in this game, and he is not done yet.
And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
Second down, they'll go to the air. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. Makes a connection. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
I love offensive coordinators that take shots in sudden change situations. You just got the takeaway. You're not wasting any time. Defense is jogging on the field. They barely have time to line up. You take a shot deep down the field, and you hit it, adding insult to injury to the opponent. That is a great play call.
The toss to the right. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Gamecocks want to pick up the tempo. Wide receiver going in motion. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Back to pass on second down. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. Fitted in the window for the score. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
A lot of times it's hard to see those linebackers coming down late and blitzing through a gap. The offense did a really nice job getting a hat on a hat, blocking up front so the running back could get some positive yards.
Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Here's the heat. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And everybody in the stadium knew that was going to be a pass, right, guys? I mean, it's third down. You're trailing by so many points right now, and the defense is just smelling blood in the water. They're like sharks out there right now, getting after the quarterback. They've been doing that all game, by the way, and that's a trend that looks like it's just simply going to continue.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Buys a little time. Trying to make magic with his feet. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. So the final period starts with a second down play. Might be calling a hot route. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he was flat and missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Wide open downfield.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless of how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
The Gamecocks line it up with a first and goal. Calls his own number. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Loss of 3. It's now second and goal.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Wants to go up top. Looking to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And I don't blame this offense at all for throwing the football down here. Like, you can trust. He's already got 4 touchdown passes on the day. He's proven he's trustworthy. Nice job by the defense, not getting fooled again. They've had a bad day, but that was a good play.
Now, after the incompletion, it leaves them with third and goal from the 3. Quickly complete. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called, guys, offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter. They're
set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Now backed up in their own end, it's 3rd and long. He wants to throw it. Quarterback now breaking the field. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
From the gun. Buys a little time with his feet. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He wants to change this route. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He puts some heat on that one down the middle. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. This offense needs all the help they can get today, and that pass interference penalty is a much-appreciated lifeline. 3 yards, 1st down for the offense after that penalty. Looking to throw on 1st down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, in that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. And he's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Going back to the well, another deep ball. He holds it in, and nobody's close. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
South Carolina, 56. Florida, 14.
He's going to take a chance from mid, and the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. The kicking team's got it, and they take the ball right back.
You just can't have that happen if you're on the return team. You know, if you lose the football now, you're giving the other offense the ball back deep in your own end. It simply can't happen.
And they will open this drive right on the doorstep with a 1st and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit and throw the football around.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Quarterback's just going to take a knee.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
Get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football